Well, if you've never been inside the robber baron cave where this girl got stuck, we wanted to give you an idea of what it's really like.
One of our colleagues, Luke Simons, visited the cave last year, joins us now. Luke, what's it like in there?
It's totally different. I mean, I was born and raised in San Antonio, and when I think of caves, you think of Natural Bridge Caverns and how wide open it is and huge. This cave is not like that at all. It's very minimal. It's like you're just kind of like you saw Charlie going into a hole, and then you get into this cave and you're not walking standing up. You're hunched over most of the time. You're crawling in many spaces. So it's not like the type of cave that most of us are used to in this area.
And did you experience a lot of spots where you were trying to struggle to get through? Because apparently she was halfway through a spot but then just got stuck.
So I went on a day that they had like a public day. They give you a helmet. If you want knee pads, you can have them. Most of the spots you're in, you're crawling. And then you can get into even tighter spaces if you want to. So you can go as far as you want. And I think they said it's about a mile worth of tunnels that you can go and choose to. So some are much smaller than others.
We're looking at video of you that we were rolling here, some shots of you walking through the cave. You're kind of a big guy. You're 6 feet tall or so, a couple of 100 pounds.
Yeah.
How far back? This girl was like 350 feet back in the cave, the way I understand it, but it goes back about a mile or so. How far back did you go?
So like this is pretty close to where the entrance is. This is basically almost on the other side of the wall that you saw Charlie, where you just kind of get started. And I took some photos, did that sort of stuff, even saw a bat in there. And then I put the phone away and we started to crawl a little further. I can guarantee you I didn't go as far as this group did. I went, you know, not too far, but I went in there. It was more for me just to see the experience. But you can get claustrophobic really quick in these types of spaces. And you heard Chief Hood saying she's a trooper. I mean, you get in there, it's humid, it's warm, you're sweating, you're crawling. It's a different world down there. It is definitely not for everyone. And if she's as calm as he said he was, give this girl credit, because it's not an easy environment to go to, and a lot of people wouldn't even go in there. They'd panic right when you get in, because then you start realizing there's earth above me, there's earth around me, and this is not something that you're typically in.
That's amazing.
Not to mention too, it's pitch black. So while this girl was stuck in there for a while, she was in total darkness as well.
Exactly. And I mean, you saw the video that I had. The only light we had was from the helmets that we had. Luckily, on the public day, there were people like at corners kind of guiding you and saying, it's going to get tighter this way, it'll go bigger this way. But it is a tight space. And I mean, you think of firefighters being in there with her as well. There's not a lot of room to work. So, you know, kudos to everybody for being able to do it. And like I said, it's not for everyone, and a lot of people would have panicked the moment they got in there, but I'm just glad it all worked out.
All right, thanks Luke for coming in and giving us that insight, because everyone was wondering what it really was like in there.
Yeah, definitely, and they open it up periodically if you get a chance. If you're into that.
Might be a Texas Outdoors.
Yeah, right, there you go.
Thanks, Luke. 6:30.